What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video over here in the garage. It's Saturday. I work in the morning, but came over here in the afternoon to work on a little side project I've been doing. So let me show you guys what we got going on. Over here I got this tabletop. I think it's 4 feet long. I'm not sure the width right off the top of my head, but anyway, I got this table out of the garbage. It was all like scratched up. The finish was shot on the top, so I sanded it down and I removed the whole bottom, so I just have the top here. And basically what I'm working on doing is building a coffee table, and I'm going to frame it out of metal tubing. So over here I got the setup for cutting all the tubing. I got a Milwaukee metal chop saw, got my square scribe, tape measure, all that good stuff. So we got basically the frame already cut and set out. So basically this is going to be the base. It's 1.5 inch tubing, square tubing, and then this is going to be basically the 45 there coming up. That's going to be the vertical section. I don't know if I could get both these to stand up. Oh yeah, all right. So that's going to be the bottom. Basically, it's going to be like kind of hollowed out, so only one side has like the support member. So kind of give it that like cutout feel to it. I don't know, just something unique and different instead of just like box framing it and keeping it kind of really square. So I'm going to try that out. And then over here on the workbench, I already have cut out. This is going to be the top. This is 1 inch tubing. So this is going to be the frame that goes basically underneath and bolts up to the bottom of the table. And then that's going to be welded onto this base frame here. So it's going to, I feel like the way I have it cut out is going to give it kind of like a floating feel to it, just something kind of different and new. We'll see how that goes. I might have to add a leg, a support here. I mean, it's just a coffee table. It's not going to have a ton of weight on it. And I have that other frame over there. It's going to go in the bottom. So it should be pretty robust if I weld everything up here. So got a couple more cuts to make and just clean this up, and then we're going to get started on welding this together. I kind of just didn't really video the cutting portion of it because I feel like that would be kind of I don't know, not that entertaining. But now that we're going to get into kind of tacking the frame up and actually building it, I'll go ahead and set the camera up and kind of show you what we're going to do for that. This is kind of my first time doing a project like this. I mean, I've definitely fabbed up frames and stuff like that before, but as far as doing any type of like furniture or anything like that, and I figure it's a good start. I mean, this is basically free. Got this out of the junkyard, or the garbage, and just using some scrap tubing around the shop that I pretty much had up in my rack. So stuff I got a while ago. So it's kind of like a scrap project, and we'll see how this goes. So let's go check it out, and we'll get to tacking this frame up. Alright, so we got both sides pretty much mocked up right now. Just did welds in the top. Let's fill it over there. I mean, this is MIG welding, so nothing fancy here. But yeah, we got it all framed up. It should be pretty square. And now I'm going to try and get the top rack, which I have sitting over there, kind of cooling down. Up here, I don't know, I'm probably gonna have to figure out somebody to support it. I don't have a second hand here, so see if we can set something up to get this tacked. All right, here's the frame all finished up. I didn't have anybody here to help me, so I kind of needed to put all effort into getting that piece held up intact, but it's all welded. Ground pretty much all the welds clean and flush. It came out pretty square. I mean, a teeny bit off, but can be expected without having this other support here. But it's pretty sturdy. The only welds are left were these little 2 beads in the corner just to give it a kind of appeal. But let's check it out. Put the tabletop on it, just see how it looks. All right, so here's the base idea of how it's going to look. This is going to be stained. I got a stain for the top here, and then I'm going to paint the frame black. So I'll show you what I got for here. I got a red mahogany and a polyurethane, and I think I'm just going to do like maybe a satin or a flat black finish on the metal. So I'll get that sanded down and primed, and then painted, and then the top I'm going to work on sanding it. So that'll probably take me a couple days between like do a coat, wait overnight for it to dry, sand it, do another coat. But that's where we're at right now. Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 on the coffee table project. So where we're at, where we left off, we got kind of first 2 coats done on the frame. It's looking good. Ended up going with this Rust-Oleum flat black. Didn't really want a glossy finish, kind of gives it a more metal feel to it. So that's looking good. We'll probably do one more coat to finish that up. And we got the first coat stain done on here. It's looking good. I guess I could have let the stain sit a little longer in here to give it a darker color, but we're gonna go ahead and put another coat on. It's recommended don't sand between coats. We'll try and get some of this stuff like filled in. I guess maybe I should have sanded a little further down, but it does look pretty good. I like the color. I think the contrast between this color, the wood, and the flat black frame looks really nice. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool piece, just for a fun little scrap project that really didn't cost me anything than I think $20 for picking up the stain and the polyurethane. And then we'll move on to I guess letting that cure and then doing the polyurethane. So this is definitely going to take a couple days. That's probably why I don't do woodwork very often. I mean, you got to do the stain coat, then you got to wait for it to cure, then do your second coat, then do the polyurethane, then wait for that, sand it, and then, I mean, this just takes days and days for the drying time, so it really just slows the project down. Well, we're back now on day 3. We got 2 coats of stain done on the top, and everything is nice and dry. It's ready for the polyurethane, and I don't have this actually bolted down, but here's pretty much how it's gonna look. Figured I'd just use the frame as a workstation now that it's all dry. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get to putting the polyurethane on. Alright, and here's the finished product installed in my living room. So you can see here, fits up really nice. Good for the space with a sectional sofa. And I ended up going with 3 coats of polyurethane, light sanding with 220 in between, and there's 2 coats of stain at the base there, and it came out pretty nice, glossy finish. And it looks really nice. I really like the piece and how it came out. Definitely a cool little project, something different that I've never really done before, working with furniture, and it was nice that it was kind of a scrap piece so I could test it out, and I wasn't really too worried about the finished product if I did mess it up. I don't really know anything about woodworking or finishing wood, so this was definitely a cool project for me to take on and something I could keep at home, and definitely really like it. It's nice. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another one of my videos.